Success, it's something we all crave, isn't it? But here's the truth that most people overlook. Success isn't something you chase. It's something you attract by becoming the person who naturally draws it in. Chasing success often leads to frustration and exhaustion. The harder you chase, the further it seems to slip away. But when you focus on becoming the kind of person who embodies success, something magical happens. You don't have to chase anymore. Success comes to you. So, let me ask you, what kind of person are you becoming? That's where it all begins. You might be wondering, what does it really mean to become someone who attracts success? It starts with shaping your character, honing your habits, and sharpening your mindset. Success gravitates towards certain qualities: discipline, perseverance, generosity, integrity. It finds those who add value to the world, those who never stop growing, never stop improving. It seeks out people who are intentional, who have goals, who have a clear vision for their lives. And speaking of goals, you can't attract success without clarity. You must have a destination in mind. Too many wander aimlessly through life and then wonder why success always seems out of reach. Here's why. Success doesn't come to the wandering. It comes to those who know what they want and are willing to pay the price to get it. And what is that price? It's time, effort, discipline, and sacrifice. But it all begins with one crucial step: knowing exactly what you want. If I asked you right now, what's your goal for the next 5 years? Could you answer me clearly, specifically, compellingly? If not, you're not yet ready to attract success. Clarity sparks action, and action produces results. When you know where you're going, the path becomes clear. Now let's be real. The path won't always be smooth. In fact, it rarely is. But what matters is that you're moving in the right direction. Success rewards those who take consistent, disciplined action toward their goals, even when the road is rough. And believe me, it will get tough. But here's the secret. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. That's why becoming a person who attracts success is so vital. You must become stronger, wiser, more resilient. The bigger your goals, the bigger the obstacles, but obstacles aren't there to stop you. They exist to make you stronger. I remember when I was 25, broke and had nothing, literally nothing in the bank, barely a penny to my name, and very little hope for the future. But everything changed when I met a mentor. He told me something that hit me like a ton of bricks. If you want things to change, you must change. If you want life to get better, you must get better. That revelation flipped my world. I had been waiting for circumstances to change, but the lesson was clear. It wasn't about my circumstances. I was the problem, but I was also the solution. If I wanted to attract success, I had to become someone worthy of it. So I began working on myself, reading books, attending seminars, finding mentors, doing everything necessary to improve my mindset, skills, and habits. Slowly but surely, life started to shift. Why? Because I was changing. That's the key. Success comes to the person you become. Change yourself and your opportunities change. Change yourself and the people you meet change. Change yourself and your life transforms. Now, let's talk about habits. If you want success, you must cultivate the right habits. Habits are the blueprint of your future. Good intentions alone aren't enough. If your habits don't align with your goals, you'll struggle. Think about it. If you want to be physically fit but habitually eat junk food and skip the gym, you won't get fit. The same is true for success. Successful people practice success habits. They read, plan, take action, track progress, wake up early, stay focused, and most importantly, they are consistent. Success isn't born from occasional effort. It's forged in daily, relentless, consistent action. Excitement fades, but commitment lasts. That's where the magic happens. And mindset, that's the soil in which everything else grows. If your mindset is negative, full of doubt, fear, or limiting beliefs, attracting success becomes a battle. You must believe you can become the person who attracts success, that you are capable of achieving extraordinary things. Belief isn't everything, but it's where everything starts. Without it, nothing moves. Feed your mind with the right influences. Your mind absorbs everything around it like a sponge. Surround yourself with negativity and pessimism, and your thoughts will reflect that. Surround yourself with positivity, inspiration, and people who challenge you, and your mindset will transform. Think differently, act differently, attract differently. Relationships matter too. The people around you profoundly shape who you become. If you surround yourself with those who are negative, aimless, or complacent, it will be hard to grow. Surround yourself with high achievers, visionaries, and people who believe in your potential. They'll push you to be better. Remember, you become like the people you spend the most time with. And here's a reality I learned the hard way. Not everyone will follow you on your journey to success. Some will stay behind, content with mediocrity, uninterested in growth or big ideas. And that's okay, but you must be willing to let go of relationships that hold you back. To move forward, you must make space for people who elevate you, challenge you, and inspire you. Influence. It's like a force, either lifting you up or dragging you down. There's no middle ground. So ask yourself honestly, are the people in your life pushing you toward your goals, or are they pulling you away? If you're serious about becoming someone who attracts success, you need to align your relationships with your ambitions. That's not always easy. Sometimes it hurts. But success demands sacrifice. You can't hold on to everything and expect to move forward. When I started spending time with my mentor, I was introduced to a whole new circle of people. Achievers, high performers, successful individuals. Being around them changed everything. I observed how they thought, how they carried themselves, how they acted. They were disciplined, focused, generous, and optimistic. They believed in abundance, not scarcity. And that mindset, it rubs off. I began to think differently, dream bigger, and act with more purpose. Why? Because I was surrounded by people already living the life I wanted. So ask yourself, who are you learning from? Who are you modeling your life after? To attract success, you need mentors, role models, people who have already walked the path. Success leaves clues. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. Study their habits, their mindset, their routines. Success becomes predictable when you follow the right patterns. That's exactly what I did. I listened, I followed, and it changed the trajectory of my life. Now, let's talk about value. If you want to attract success, you must be a person of value. Success doesn't gravitate toward those merely taking up space. It seeks those who add real value to the world. And here's the secret. The more value you add, the more success you attract. But what does adding value mean? It means solving problems, helping others, contributing more than you take. Successful people are problem solvers. They improve the world around them. They bring solutions, not complaints. They see opportunities where others see obstacles. Ask yourself, how can I add more value? How can I solve bigger problems? How can I contribute more to my work, my business, my community? When you become a person of value, opportunities find you. Doors open. The world rewards those who give more than they take. And remember, the size of your success is proportional to the size of the problems you solve. Solve small problems, achieve small success. Solve big problems, attract big success. But adding value isn't just about solving external problems. It's also about your inner self, your character, your integrity, your ethics. People who attract lasting success live by a code of values. They don't cut corners. They don't cheat or deceive. They operate with integrity because trust is the foundation of everything. Without it, your gains are temporary. True success, lasting success, is built on trust. Be someone others can rely on. One lesson my mentor drilled into me: the way you do anything is the way you do everything. Cut corners in one area and it spills into all areas. Be dishonest once and it seeps everywhere. You can't compartmentalize your character. So, start with the small things. Keep your promises. Follow through on commitments. Give your best even when no one's watching. These small daily choices shape your character, and your character attracts or repels success. Now, one of the most crucial qualities for attracting success is discipline. Without it, you won't go far. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and your achievements. It's sticking to your plan when excitement fades. It's staying focused when distractions arise. And trust me, they always will. Discipline separates winners from losers, the successful from the unsuccessful. Most people give up when the going gets tough. But those who attract success, they keep moving. They do what needs to be done, even when they don't feel like it. Success isn't about feelings. It's about principles. It's about doing the right thing consistently, day in and day out. Discipline doesn't come naturally to most people. It didn't for me either. But here's the good news. Discipline is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. It starts with small actions. Waking up 30 minutes earlier, completing a workout even when you want to stay in bed, finishing a project even when you're tired. Each disciplined decision strengthens the muscle, and over time it becomes second nature. Discipline is also self-respect. When you follow through on what you know you should do, you're saying, I am worth the effort. My goals are worth the effort. And when you respect yourself, others respect you too. People are drawn to those with high standards who won't settle for mediocrity. Another key quality is patience. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, not an event. Many people quit because they want instant results. But true success is like planting a seed. You don't plant it today and expect a tree tomorrow. You water it, nurture it, give it time to grow. Patience doesn't mean inactivity. It means continuing to work, improve, and take action, even when results aren't immediately visible. Every small step moves you closer to your goals. Too many give up too soon because they aren't patient enough to see the fruits of their labor. But success belongs to those who stay the course, keep moving, and trust the process. In today's world, everything is instant. Instant communication, instant gratification, instant access to information. But real success is gradual, built brick by brick over time. And the only way to achieve it is through patience. Haste leads to mistakes. Rushing causes you to miss lessons, growth, and ultimately the success you're chasing. Patience also means trusting the power of compounding. Small, consistent actions over time produce massive results. Like planting a seed, water it every day, nurture it, and eventually it becomes a strong tree. Your success works the same way. Every effort counts. Every disciplined action adds up. Every disciplined action, every small improvement, they all add up. That's why patience combined with consistency becomes a powerful formula for success. While we're on the topic of patience, let's talk about persistence. If patience is the willingness to wait, persistence is the determination to keep going no matter what. You can't attract success without it. Life will test you. There will be setbacks, failures, and moments when you question whether it's all worth it. But I've learned this. Persistence always pays off. Always. Often, the only difference between those who succeed and those who don't is this one quality: persistence. Successful people aren't always the smartest or most talented. They are often the most persistent. They refuse to quit, refuse to be discouraged, and keep moving forward, no matter how hard it gets. Ask yourself, are you willing to fail on your way to success? Are you willing to keep going when things don't go as planned? Because if you're not willing to persist, you won't attract success. Persistence requires resilience. It demands grit. It means getting back up every time you fall. Success doesn't go to the person who never fails. It goes to the person who refuses to stay down. When life knocks you down, and it will, dust yourself off and keep moving forward. That's how you attract success. But here's the key about persistence. It's not just about working hard. It's about working smart. Persistence without strategy is like running on a treadmill. You're moving, but not getting anywhere. You must be persistent with purpose. Have a plan, a roadmap. Know your destination and adjust your course as needed. Sometimes failure isn't about effort, it's about approach. Persistence doesn't mean repeating the same actions expecting different results. It means staying committed to your goal while adapting your strategy. People who attract success are adaptable. They embrace new ideas, new approaches, new ways of doing things. The world is constantly changing. What worked yesterday may not work tomorrow. Those who evolve, learn, and grow are the ones who succeed. I remember starting in business with a rigid idea of how things should go. I thought sheer hard work would make everything fall into place. But it didn't. My strategy failed at times. My business didn't grow as I imagined. I had two choices: stubbornly repeat the same methods or adapt. I chose to adapt. I learned new ways to market, to connect with people, to manage my time and resources, and that made all the difference. Success didn't come in the way I imagined. It came because I was willing to adjust. Ask yourself, are you flexible enough to adapt when life throws you a curveball? Can you change your approach when the old one isn't working? Life rarely follows your plan. Unexpected challenges are inevitable, but people who attract success are those prepared to adjust. They don't let obstacles stop them, they find ways around them. They stay focused on the goal, but flexible in their methods. Now, one of the most powerful tools for attracting success is maintaining a positive attitude. I'm not talking about wishful thinking or blind optimism. I'm talking about a mindset that sees opportunities where others see problems, that refuses to be discouraged no matter how hard life gets. A positive attitude is a magnet for success. When you're positive, you attract positive people, positive opportunities, positive results. Negativity repels all of that. You can't grow flowers in a garden full of weeds, and you can't attract success with a negative mindset. Positivity doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. It means focusing on solutions rather than problems, looking for lessons in challenges, maintaining hope even in difficult times. Staying positive builds character, and character is what sustains success. Success without character is hollow. But success rooted in integrity and strong character, that lasts. How do you cultivate a positive mindset? Control your focus. What you focus on expands. Focus on what's wrong and you feel negativity. Focus on what's right and you feel positivity. Gratitude is the gateway to a positive attitude. Appreciate what you have and you open the door for more good to come. Complain and dwell on lack and you close it. Here's a simple exercise. Every day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big: your health, your family, your opportunities. Over time, this trains your mind to see more good in your life. The more grateful you are, the more success you attract. A grateful heart is a magnet for miracles, creating positive energy that draws abundance into your life. Another critical factor in attracting success is personal responsibility. You must take 100% ownership of your life. No excuses, no blaming others, no playing the victim. Successful people understand they can't control everything, but they can control their response, and how you respond determines your outcomes. Blaming the economy, your upbringing, your boss, or anyone else, that gives away your power. Taking responsibility, that takes your power back. It's the mindset of someone who attracts success. They don't wait for life to improve, they improve themselves. Personal responsibility isn't about doing everything alone. You need mentors, a team, and a support system. But it is about being in charge of creating the right environment, surrounding yourself with people who inspire, challenge, and hold you accountable. Your circle matters. Choose it intentionally. Surround yourself with ambitious, positive, forward-thinking people. Iron sharpens iron. Spend time with motivated people, and you raise your standards, expand your thinking, and elevate your potential. Success isn't a solo journey. It's built with the right people around you. Finally, focus on contribution, not just gain. Success isn't about what you can take, it's about what you give. The more value you add, the more success you attract. Generosity, kindness, contribution, these are the seeds you sow for abundance. The more you help, solve problems, and serve, the greater the rewards. Success is not a destination, it's a journey. It's not a moment you arrive at, but a life you cultivate every single day. If there's one truth I want you to carry with you, it's this. The life you dream of is created by the person you become, not by the circumstances around you. Take a moment and think about your life right now. Look at where you are. Look at what you have. Look at who you are becoming. Are you the person who attracts success, or are you the person who lets life happen to you? Every choice you make, every action you take, every thought you think is building the foundation of the life you're going to live. The question is, are you building it consciously, or are you leaving it to chance? Remember, success doesn't arrive for those who wait. It comes to those who take action with clarity, purpose, and determination. It comes to the people who are willing to grow when it's uncomfortable, to push when it's hard, to persist when most would quit. Life will test you. There will be moments of doubt, moments of fear, moments when giving up feels like the easier choice. But it's in those moments that your character is forged, and it's that character that ultimately attracts success. Think about your goals, not just in the abstract, but in detail. Not just in words, but in feelings. Visualize them. Feel what it will be like to achieve them. The clarity of your vision will fuel your actions. The more vivid your goal, the more compelling your drive. And remember, small, consistent actions compound over time. What you do every day matters more than what you do once in a while. The seed of your effort may seem tiny today, But with patience, persistence, and care, it will grow into something extraordinary. Now think about the people around you. The influence of those you spend the most time with cannot be overstated. Who are they? Are they lifting you up, challenging you, inspiring you? Or are they holding you back, filling your mind with doubt, negativity, or complacency? Success requires a circle of support, a network of people who mirror the life you want to live. Iron sharpens iron. Surround yourself with people who elevate your thinking, your standards, and your energy. Let go of those who are not aligned with your growth. It may be painful, but it's necessary. And while your environment shapes you, your inner world shapes everything else. Your mindset, your attitude, your belief in yourself. These are the forces that determine how you respond to every challenge. You must train your mind to see opportunity where others see obstacles, to remain positive when others surrender to negativity, to trust in your abilities when doubt creeps in. A positive attitude is magnetic. It draws success, people, and opportunities toward you. Negativity repels them. So cultivate gratitude, focus on what's right, and develop the mental strength to keep moving forward, even when it's difficult. Discipline is another cornerstone. It's not about motivation, which comes and goes. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's about building habits that align with your goals, staying consistent day in and day out. Discipline bridges the gap between dreams and reality. Every small disciplined choice strengthens your resolve. Every day you honor your commitments, your character grows stronger, and success begins to follow naturally. Persistence and adaptability go hand in hand. Persistence is sticking to your goal. Adaptability is adjusting your strategy when the original plan doesn't work. Success rarely comes in a straight line. Life will throw curveballs, unexpected challenges, and moments of confusion. The people who attract success are those who stay committed to their vision, but are flexible in their approach. They learn, they adapt, they grow. They never let temporary setbacks define their journey. Adding value is another non-negotiable principle. Success gravitates toward those who contribute more than they take. Solve problems, serve others, bring solutions, not complaints. Help, guide, teach, and support. The more value you add, the more opportunities, the more abundance flows to you. Remember, the size of your success is proportional to the problems you solve and the value you provide. Big success comes to those who tackle big challenges and leave a positive impact on the world. And above all, take full personal responsibility for your life. No excuses, no blaming. No waiting for someone else to create your opportunities. The moment you claim ownership of your actions, your decisions, and your responses, that is the moment you unlock your potential. Responsibility is empowerment. It's the key to shaping the life you want. Mistakes will happen. Everyone experiences them. But what matters is how you respond. Learn, adapt, and grow stronger with every challenge. Patience, persistence, discipline, positive mindset, contribution, responsibility. These are the pillars of the person who naturally attracts success. And here's the truth. There is no secret shortcut. There's no magic formula. There's only the daily commitment to becoming better than you were yesterday, to showing up, to doing the work, to cultivating the mindset, habits, and character that draw success to you effortlessly. So I challenge you now. Look at yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you ready to become the person who attracts the life you want? Are you ready to show up every day with patience, discipline, resilience, and gratitude? Are you ready to embrace responsibility, add value, and persist until you succeed? Because the life you want is waiting, and it is attracted by the person you choose to become today. Take a deep breath, commit to your journey, and know this: you have everything within you to rise, to conquer, and to achieve greatness. Every choice you make matters. Every action compounds. Every day is a new opportunity to step closer to the life you deserve. Keep going, keep growing, keep believing, and let the world respond to the person you are becoming. And now, if you're ready to take that next step, to commit to the journey, to rise above and conquer your life, subscribe to the channel, Rise and Conquer. Your journey to greatness starts now.